man.
Believe it or not, Scotty Miller is the fastest player in the NFL.
Okay, Dan Patrick on Peacock Network. Peacocks, they strut their feathers, right?
Yes, they do.
They show their feathers. And that's what Scotty was doing.
Yeah.
Listen, if you feel like you're the fastest dude, I don't blame you. And to be honest, if a football player genuinely says he's faster than somebody with a straight face, which Scotty did, I'm going to believe him. Until I see an old school foot race, I'll say right now that Scotty Miller is faster than Tyreek Hill. Okay, Tyreek Hill scares people. He runs past everybody in the league, but so does Scotty Miller. Name a time where he hasn't ran past somebody, or name a time where he's been ran down. So I'm gonna say yeah for right now.
I'm going to double down. I believe it also.
Peter.
Yeah, I believe it. So when he signed with Tampa, everyone was like, oh, he's the new Adam Humphries role, a little white receiver. We're going to put him in the slot. There he is. And I had a guy in Tampa be like, he's actually the Deshaun Jackson role. Like, that's how we're using him. He's not a little slot receiver.
No, I think you mean Kevin Curtis.
Kevin Curtis, exactly. But this is a kid who's wired differently. I remember talking to the Buccaneers guys early season. They're like, do you know about his phone screensaver? I'm like, no, I don't know about Scotty Miller's
What is it?
phone screensaver.
This?
He was voted second team all MAC conference at Bowling Green. So his screensaver was the 4 first-team wide receivers.
My kind of guy.
And he like walks around with it.
Oh,
and
Brady
like,
loves that.
These are the guys. These
my
are the
motivation.
ones. This is my motivation. I laugh at it, I mock it. He thinks he's the fastest. I'm not doubting Scotty Miller. He's not the Adam Humphries, Julian Edelman slot receiver role. He's a Deshaun Jackson,
Shrigs.
Tyreek Hill
Maybe
role.
it's Tim Dwight.
Okay, you keep on just naming fast white guys.
No, not just fast. I don't see color, Peter. Tim Dwight is a hurdler in the state of Iowa. I'm here for someone saying something like this before the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
That doesn't happen. Now, I mean, it's not quite Ray Buchanan saying Shannon Sharp is Mr. Ed. Like, we haven't gotten there yet.
Right.
But it's a warm-up, and we got a long way to go. Here's what I'm not here for. I'm not here for this. How could you possibly say you're faster than Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill is a human being. Like, he can be run down. There are faster people than him in the world. And what I'm ultimately here for is if Scotty Miller is this cool of a guy and this big of a I don't give a bleep, if he scores a touchdown in the Super Bowl, I want the deuces up. I want the deuces up as he runs by the safety. If you're faster, prove it and do the Tyreek, because he might be right. Yeah.
I think when players say this, it automatically needs to, it enters you into a foot race with that player. Like if you're going to say this, Nate, then you're saying you won't know until there's a foot race. They should be locked in. It's happening after the season, no matter who wins the Super Bowl.
That's a fact.
I want to see it.
And Tyreek Hill's up for it. He raced to Owens.
This is when we need the Spike Network.
With the head start.
Right after the show, Mansers. That's what we need. They had a show called Mansers.
Impromptu trivia for you guys.
What do you got?
Next Gen Stats did work on the fastest plays, which tell us our fastest player. I'd like you guys to guess who the fastest player was all season long. This, of course, according to top speed per hour with plays on the field. Any guesses?
Yeah. What do you got, Peter?
I want to guess the DK Metcalf chase of Buda Baker. I feel like he was at an incredible
Great
clip.
guess.
I think it's a play we don't remember. I think it's Matt Breida, who also tries to go by the cheetah and is incredibly
Good
fast.
guess.
I'm going with Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. For what it's worth, according to Next Gen Stats, the fastest player in the NFL this year was Raheem Mostert. You guys, the two fastest plays, topping over 23 miles per hour per each. Pretty incredible.
I never would have guessed that.
Fastest kid alive, as they say in Superbad.